When you learn to clap for yourself, not just at every finish line, but at every checkpoint, you create momentum, and momentum keeps you going. Hi, guys. Welcome to another episode of the Dream Then Do podcast. And today we'll be talking about celebrating small wins. Now, we live in a world where we tend to always look forward to the next big deal, the next achievement, the next big goal, the next milestone. And while that is not a necessarily bad thing, we tend to forget the parts or the steps and processes that actually took us to the point where we are at. So we tend to wait till we have the big goals we've drafted or we've created for ourselves. We tend to wait till we've accomplished them before we tend to celebrate. Now, there's this pressure on us to always keep doing. We always want to see ourselves achieve great wins. And it becomes worse, especially when we scroll through social media and you see things people are doing, you see people celebrating or hitting those wins every day. We tend to forget that people a lot of times do not post their processes. They do not post those quiet nights where they had to doubt themselves and think of quitting. It's easy for you to feel like you're not doing enough. And that's why celebrating small wins are important. Because if you wait for these big wins before you feel proud, you may just never end up celebrating yourself or worse still, feeling proud at all. Now, sometimes the win may be starting again after you've messed up. The win may be that you go through the week without quitting. The win may also be that you forgave someone. It may be that you sent a message that you've always wanted to send but never had the courage to. Now, the thing is, these small wins are actually progress in disguise. They may not be loud, but they are the building blocks for your big dream. And celebrating these small wins actually shows gratitude. Now, gratitude tends to shift your focus from the things that are not working to the things that are. When you are grateful, you stop rushing, you stop comparing, and you start living. This makes you feel lighter. So here's something I do whenever I have a tough week or I feel I'm not doing enough. I tend to sit down. I write out three things that I have done for that week and I'm proud of or grateful for. Now, it may not be something necessarily big or wild as you would expect, but just think of three things. It could be that, oh, I woke up earlier than I usually would. It could be I chose to prepare something really nice or I tried a new recipe. It could be I forgave someone this week. It could be that I prayed the way I would want to. It could be I created a study time and I kept to it. It could just be something little. Just select those at least three things that week that you set your mind to do and you did, or three things that week that you were grateful for. And then when you do that, you appreciate yourself for that thing. Just feel proud about it. The essence of listing these things is not for how big the wins may be. It just reminds yourself that you're still there, you're still in your dream, and even though you can't see the big picture as you should yet, you are making progress. Remember, the baby steps you take, as long as they are steps, are still towards progress. So celebrating small wins trains your brain to see progress. And when you recognize what is going well, your brain releases dopamine, that feel-good chemical, and it gives you energy, motivation, and makes you want to do more. So in a way, celebrating small wins is not just good for your mindset, but it's also good for your brain as well, as it helps you become more productive. So I want you to slow down this week and ask yourself, what have I achieved? It could be that you woke up every morning, went through a tough day, and didn't quit. It could be that you forgave someone. It could be you helped someone, no matter how little. It could be you sent a message that you've been avoiding or you spoke to someone that you've been avoiding. Just ask yourself, what have I achieved this week? And be grateful for it. Enjoy these moments, bask in them, because every great dreamer you see today passed through the process of small wins. So today, I want you to smile, breathe, and celebrate how far you've come. You may not be where you want to be yet, but you definitely are not where you used to be. And that's something worth clapping for. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me on this episode. Remember, this is the Dream Then Do podcast. We dream it, we do it, and we become it. So, see you next Thursday. Celebrate every little win you make this week and watch as these little wins graduate to the fulfillment of your big dreams. Bye.